I'm going to call the meeting to order, and we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of
of
the
the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Two. Thank you. Almost forgot the words. Been so long. Never happened.
Never happened.
All right, Joe, this is our moment. Attendance.
All right, so in attendance, we have Paul, Rob, Dan, myself, Marion, and Mark, as well as Dave Mangan, non-voting BSO.
So we got a quorum.
We do, we have 6, and absent are Bill, Joe G, Dale, Chris. Yeah, so we have a quorum.
Fantastic. So that means we can make some progress. Okay. Attendance is done. We do have a quorum. And I don't see the town councilor, Ed Dombrowski. He may or may not join us. Item number 4, we have the June minutes, and a vote is required for those. The only thing on the June minutes that I do have a motion for, a citizen, Sam Stella, recommended that we follow the American Legion intent for Flag Day to change the time of the program from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock at night. Anyone in favor of opening the floor for discussion for the flag ceremony on June 14th?
I thought it was them that wanted it at 6.
So apparently,
do we need a motion to discuss?
let's open the floor up and have a motion for discussion. Is there
I'll make a motion to do it, at least discuss the change in the time for Flag Day.
Okay, I'll second your motion, Marion. Okay. So we have a motion to discuss the change of time from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. 7 p.m. apparently is the American Legion intent to get everybody in America to say and honor the flag on Flag Day at 7 p.m. And the intent is we do that across the country at the same time.
I did not know that that was something that was done.
I did not know that either.
So where is Sam getting that information? Because I don't recall it ever being stated that it's always done at 7 o'clock across the nation.
So let me find.
That...
I just remember Tommy Collins doing it at 6. And I thought that's what I thought Tommy Collins was used to do it at 6. And
yeah. Yeah, and I would think of all people, Ben, Dan, as you know, that Tommy Collins would have known if it was done 7 o'clock across the nation.
It is. I'm reading now that Flag Day, June 14th, commemorates the date in 1777. The United States approved the design for the first national flag, and on this day, American Legion posts and etc. other organizations participate in the ceremony in the community, celebrating at 7 p.m. EDT. It's in the
really.
Yep, it's right here. I Googled it.
Interesting. Well, I never knew that.
I don't think we all know.
We always have done it at 6. I did not. I would have thought Tom would have.
So I'll read the letter. I will read the letter for just public information. This is from, it is to the chairman of the Veterans Advisory Commission and our members. And it is from Sam Stella, American Legion Post 63. Mr. Chairman and members, a few months ago, the chairman of the Veterans Advisory Commission stated that the ceremony for Flag Day would be at 6 p.m. on the Upper Common. I explained to him that the ceremony was held at 7 p.m. He reiterated by saying, no, the time for the Flag Day ceremony is at 6 p.m., ignoring the validity of my statement. He probably did not realize that all American Legion posts throughout the world made us recite the same Flag Day ceremony in unison at 7 p.m. every June 14th, according to the American Legion regulation, tradition, and lore. I believe the chairman was not aware of our tradition when making the time change to 6 p.m. on June 14, 2024. We stand firmly on our traditions and our traditional values. The Legion anticipates that the Veterans Supervisory Commission, which is an incorrect statement, Veterans Advisory Board, will enthusiastically accommodate us, knowing that the pomp and circumstance of the 7 p.m. starting time on every June 14th. If the commission cannot accommodate us by fronting their program in a timely manner with ours, let us know by U.S. mail or on or before November 30th, 2024. So we can make proper arrangements according to the American Legion tradition for the 2025 flag ceremony. Respectfully, Sam Stella. So,
All right, so this is something that the AL does. It's not something that's done universally, like across all of the veterans organizations. It's something that the American Legion does.
correct.
So it's nothing that says, I mean, I have no problem changing it.
Yeah.
I'm a member of the American Legion Auxiliary, but I never heard of it. But I have no problem changing it, but I just don't think we change it because of one veterans organization. Just my opinion. I see no problem with it, but
I don't
why
see,
make a big deal out of it?
I kind of agree with you. I don't see a problem with making it, aligning the ceremony with the American Legion, which is what we have done for many years. I did not know that the American Legion had a set time of 7 p.m. on Flag Day.
Me neither.
And it's kind of akin to Reads Across America Day is at noontime on that Saturday,
Yeah.
across the country, okay, for a ceremony. And the American Legion is kind of, it is a veterans organization that I respect. And they have always done the Flag Day ceremony and led it with our Boy Scouts, Troop 701.
Maybe they should notify the troop, the Boy Scout troop about this, so they can plan on.
I mean,
Well-
they've been a part of it for how many years, and just now they're bringing it up?
Well, he's bringing it up a couple months after the fact, but yes.
Yeah, it's Sam. It's what Sam does. It means a lot to him. So it's what Sam does. That's who he is, It's
Yes, it is.
Technically, this is sponsored by the American Legion, right? With the
Yeah.
Boy Scouts at the end of it retiring the flags. Should it also be approved by the town council for the use of the common on that day?
yeah.
I don't know if it needs to be approved by town council. If we approve it, the town council is going to support us on that. I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
It's not a problem. I mean, and you're correct. We don't have to follow the American Legion's lead. Okay. I also question, post 63 in terms of the, okay. Other than Sam, who else is signing this particular document from post 63?
There aren't many. This is only Tom Collins that's left and Bill Walsh. And what's his name? I forget his name. Gone right out of my head, that reads the poppies about the poppies on Veterans Day.
Yeah,
So-
bowling.
Yes.
So
And I think other than those four,
On bowling.
that's pretty much all that's left of the American Legion of post 63, because they closed the auxiliary down. I had to switch my auxiliary because they closed the auxiliary down. There were no enough people.
is there a motion to Start the ceremony at 7 PM on Flag Day? Or should we keep it at 6 PM?
I'll make a motion to start it at 7.
Start at 7? I second the motion.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all
What's the
those, in-
difference? Yeah, just, if it makes them happy, let's do it.
okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Even though last year's was rained out, I think what they did as far as what they do in place of retiring the flag was something that I never heard of. And I was great knowledge from that. The Boy Scouts doing it at the AmeriCal.
they did a great job. Yeah, and I'd like to continue to do the ceremony. Very
Yeah.
similar to what we have done in the past, and I think the rain plan at the AmeriCal Civic Center was quite appropriate.
Yes.
So, all right, so moved.
I'd also like to see a lot more town officials there. Just my opinion.
I'd like to see a lot more town officials on a lot of things, but unfortunately we don't.
So we'll make that adjustment, Joe, on that document before you send it over to the town. All right, let's take a look at the minutes. And that was the only adjustment that I saw that needed to be changed in the June 2024 minutes. Everything else seemed to be in order. So do we have a motion to approve the June 2024 minutes?
I'll make a
So,
motion.
Okay, Mark made the motion, seconded.
second,
Okay. Any discussion on the June 2024 minutes? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the June 2024 meeting minutes?
Already have that.
All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay. Unanimous. The June minutes are approved. Okay. Members of the public, let me just check my room here. And I don't have anybody in the waiting room. Mark David, boom, boom, boom. Okay. We have no members of the public that would like to speak. David, you're up.
Good evening, everybody. The Veteran Service Officers Report for August 20th, 2024. The Veterans Monthly Food and Dry Goods Support Program will be held behind the Senior Center tomorrow, August 21st, from 9:30 to 12 noon. 27 applicants received food selections from the Greater Boston Food Bank, assembled by volunteers from Wakefield and the surrounding communities of Stoneham, Saugus, Melrose, North Andover, and the Melrose Fire Department. There will not be a food bank in September for food items. However, in Wakefield, we will still have the dry goods and the non-perishable items available on the 18th of September. If any Wakefield veteran, spouse, or immediate family member of a veteran would like to participate in this program and to be included in the drive-through and pickup, please call our office for further information. 781-246-6377, or email me at dmangan@wakefield.ma.us. We will be resuming the monthly Veterans Coffee Social, and it will be held on Saturday, September 14th at the Wakefield Senior Center from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. Coffee and donuts donated by the Quantipowered Honeydew. Please join us as we have a guest from the on-base team to answer any of your questions regarding their services for veterans. Also, it is the day of National POW and MIA Recognition Day. On that day, on the Friday before, sorry. It's the third Friday, the 16th. I'm sorry, I'm looking at August, sorry. Been a long day.
September
Also,
13th.
Gold Star Mothers and Family Day will be held on Sunday, September 29th, and the recognition will also be discussed. Thank you to Dan and Lois Benjamin for once again providing the purple lights honoring our town's Purple Heart recipients on August 7th, National Purple Heart Day. Chapter 115. Several of our clients on this program have qualified for the Mass Health buy-in and will no longer be dependent on the reimbursement of the Medicare Part B. There was an increase in the qualifications this year that allowed them to participate in the program. And as I have mentioned each month under Chapter 115 of Massachusetts General Laws, the Commonwealth provides a uniform program of financial and medical assistance for veterans and their dependents. Qualifying veterans and their dependents receive necessary financial assistance for food, shelter, fuel, and medical reimbursement monthly in accordance with a formula that takes into consideration the number of dependents and the income from all sources. For those on a medical-only category, prescription drugs are reimbursed. If they qualify for Mass Health buy-in, we can assist in getting the application submitted. Military service discharge documents such as the DD-214 are also available for those who entered service and or were discharged from service in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. For veterans available to assist by submitting a request for service records in SF-180 with the National Archives. We can get them there if you came from a different state. Veterans Relief Fund. Financial assistance can be made available to Wakefield veterans, veterans' families, or spouses of surviving veterans who fall into or become financially strapped and need a one-time assistance for reasonable financial help. The requirement is that they will need to submit prior 3-month bank statements, savings statements included, information on any investment holdings that are redeemable, and the invoice of need for the assistance. The advisory board will then vote on the disbursement to establish the relief of the funds. And for appointments of veteran services, please contact me with any questions you may have regarding ongoing benefits or submissions of new benefits. We are located downstairs, the rear entrance of the Senior Center, 30 Converse Street, Wakefield, and is by appointment only. Veteran service hours of operation are Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Holidays on Monday hours will be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Voicemail is checked 7 days a week at 781-246-6377. Thank you very much.
Any questions for the VSO?
Just one thing, Dave. I am not able to open the attachment that you sent.
I'm sorry, Joe, I'll send it again.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
I have one question, David.
You got two, Paul.
If you look at your notes, it says September 14 coffee.
Yep. I'm sorry. Yes, because the
Yeah.
21st is the town day.
Right, but it says September 14, you said starting at 9 a.m.
For the coffee social.
Doesn't it usually start at 10?
No, it's 9 to 12. If I'm wrong, I mean, I remember in the past it was 9 o'clock. But that was 3 months ago, 4 months ago. I'll have to check my notes.
I think your coffees usually started at 10 on Saturday because we picked up the coffee at 9 or 9:30 from
That's fine with me. It's been a whole summer here, and if that was kind of a last minute thing, so we'll do 10. I can fix that. I haven't sent the memo out yet, Paul.
Okay.
For all the participants, the email to remind them. It's just too far out to do it now. I'll do it probably next week, and I'll fix that to 10 o'clock.
I know you Air Force guys like to get up early.
We do 4 o'clock usually.
Yeah.
Could you make that iced coffee, please?
You know, I just might do that in September. That's not a bad idea, Dan. Not a bad idea.
Yeah, I think so. The veteran coffee is at 10 o'clock.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make that Tim Hortons too.
Yeah.
Okay.
A decaf for Charlie Genesio, 97 years old. He was in my office yesterday morning. Incredible character.
So the other, I have 2 other points to add to your notes. One of them is on item 6, which is part of the VSO report. Just a note that Governor Maura Healey
Yes.
signed into law the HERO Act on the 8th of August, which is an act empowering and recognizing our service members and veterans. The HERO Act includes over 30 provisions, which I will not read, that positively impact hundreds of thousands of veterans in Massachusetts. For details, I did embed the link in our agenda, and if we could just highlight that as part of the minutes, that would be fine. Okay, because that's a very important piece of legislation for all the veterans in the Wakefield community.
I'm gonna send that out, Paul, in a bulk email to the Coffee Social emails that I have.
Yep.
I just might have it, see if I can get it published in the Daily Item.
Yeah. Okay. No,
And
that
I
would be
just
very
wanna-
helpful.
And I just want to point out, it also affects the Gold Star families in Massachusetts.
Yes,
And
it does.
all 160 veteran service officers with an increase in work labor. Incredible. It's fine.
The second item for the public to know, and again, thanks to Sam Stella. Sam wrote a nice piece that was published in today's Wakefield Daily Item. A reminder to all the disabled veterans, whether you're just 10% or you're 100%, you have an opportunity now to submit on the Wakefield Town webpage your annual property tax exemption. Okay, and that's due to Town Hall. It says here by the end of September. Okay, you can do it online, or you can submit it. You can go into the first floor to see the assessor's office. The documents that you must have are a copy of your annual Veterans Administration disability rating. Okay, the percentage that you're currently at, and a copy of your DD 214. The assessor's office may have a copy of your DD 214 on file, but just in case, a DD 214 and the annual Veterans Administration letter stating your disability benefit is required. There's a small form that you can fill out, again, either in person or you now can do it online using the Wakefield webpage. And there's detailed information in the article that Sam put together there, which is appreciated. Any other questions? Okay. Moving to item number 7.
We need to vote to approve.
We do need a vote to approve that. Thought we approved that in June, didn't we?
No, to approve Dave's minutes,
Oh, we need a
the
vote to
VSO report.
do we have a motion on is there a motion to approve the
Motion.
VSO minutes?
I move.
Okay, second.
Second,
Okay, all those in favor of the Veterans Service Officer minutes
Aye.
and report? Any opposed? Okay, David, congratulations, unanimous. We
Thank you.
approve your report, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Item number 7. 2024, 2025 annual plan for meetings, events, coffee, socials. We did a vote in June for this.
Mhm.
Okay. That will be posted with the minutes in June, when you send those to Sherry, Joe.
Yep.
Okay. Item number 8. Board members report. Is there anything from communications and social media?
Chris is not on.
Okay. How about the secretary's report?
Nothing outside of the minutes that were sent out. And I saw your note on scheduling the Galvin So we'll get that done.
Okay, and the Memorial you might as well do the yeah, the Memorial Auditorium for Monday, 11/11. And I think it starts at 9 o'clock for setting up with WCAT.
Okay.
Okay. Takes them a while to set it up, takes them 30 minutes to break it down. The vice chair is not available, but he did communicate to me that for Town Day on September 21, he has the support of many recruiting organizations from the armed forces. He has recruiters from the Air Force, the Marine Corps, the Massachusetts National Guard, the United States Navy, and all plan to participate with some sort of an interactive booth or display that the public can participate in. Okay, so that he's been working on that all summer, and he's received a favorable response.
Great job. Great job.
Yeah, Miriam.
I wonder, is there somewhere I won't be there, I'm sorry to say, but is there some way that I wonder, can we have a poster or something for the high school that would show that those people are gonna be there, and maybe, give them, let them know, maybe give them some incentive to be there? Can we do that?
So Chris is working directly with Jen McDonald on the public relations and setting things up. So
Okay.
I think that will be taken care of in that domain.
Okay, awesome.
Okay,
Might send something over to the youth council at the high school also.
what's the difference? Okay, I didn't go to Wakefield Public High School. I didn't go to the Memorial High School. What's
It's
the
a-
difference between?
It's like a junior town council, but it's
Got
all
it, okay,
middle, elementary, high school students.
But I'm sure if they're communicating with the high school, if that would be part of it, I would think that would automatically be
We-
part of the
We
communication.
used to put a liaison to that committee. And then we haven't had any the last few years.
is the youth council up and running?
They meet monthly, and I think they do a lot of events at the Ace Building on Albion Street.
Who's the liaison to the youth council?
I'm not sure on that. I think Ed might know that, Ed Drabowski.
Well, it may not be a town council member, but there's got to be some probably faculty member that's
It used to be, and she just retired, was Cass Dinga. Is that her name? I think Dave might know who she is. Dave?
I'm sorry, what's the question again?
I think they used to have like a liaison, an adult supervisor. It was Catherine Dinga.
Yes, Catherine Dingo, that's right. Yeah, I have her email address.
Hey, David, could you pass that to me, please?
Sure, will do.
Yeah, I'll send a note over to her. That would be fine. I just want to send it to an adult. I don't want to, so they can properly put the words together and get that into the council.
And of course, naturally, they're not there, say, June, July, and August, where it's, a high school.
That was my first question. When are they up and running? Are they in session?
They probably elect their
2
chairman,
weeks.
probably in September, I would imagine.
Okay. On the chair's report, just kind of an FYI for everybody's information. I am aware of 2 full-time veteran service officer openings, one in Leominster and one in Melrose, Massachusetts.
Leominster.
Leominster.
Haverhill.
My parents, my parents were from Brooklyn, okay? New York, not someplace else, okay?
You're forgiven.
Thank you.
God help them if they see Situate.
Okay. Just a point of information, grand opening. This is something that is of national interest. In March of 2025, the grand opening of the National Medal of Honor Museum will occur in Arlington, Texas on the 25th of March, 2025. That is National Medal of Honor Day. That came to my attention and in an interesting way, as the Veteran Service Officer over in Saugus, Massachusetts. There is a Medal of Honor recipient from Normandy, and he's a Staff Sergeant, Arthur DeFranzo, who was killed in action during the D-Day invasion. He was killed on 10 June 1945. There's a couple pieces here that are kind of sort of connected, and why I remember that. Number one is 10 June is my birthday. It's also my wife's birthday. The other piece is he served in the 1st of the 18th Infantry. My first service as a second lieutenant in the United States Army was with the 1st of the 16th Infantry. So that we both served in the 1st Infantry Division. Not every cemetery in Massachusetts has a Medal of Honor recipient interred in their veterans section. There is one over there in Saugus. And then the other date is June 2025 is the tentative date for the rededication of the Soldiers and Settlers Monument in Wakefield, Massachusetts. We're leaning towards Sunday, June 1st, but that has not been confirmed. That's what's the discussion right now. And the location for that ceremony obviously will be in the Upper Common. Any questions from the chairman? Okay. Upcoming events. The item number 9, the New England Veterans Administration, they call it VA 1-on-1, where it's a Veterans Assistance Expo, will occur on September 4th, 2024 at from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. It's a full day at Gillette Stadium, One Patriot Place in Foxborough. The link for the event is available and posted in the agenda. It is a great event. For the Gold Star Wives, I think you may have representation there. If there's a veteran organization, a VFW, an American Legion, those organizations will be represented at the state level at that event. Okay. It is a day that is open to all veterans and their families to kind of go through and get some information, get information about the PACT Act, get information about claims and processing, and managing your VA healthcare, and also some other support that the VA offers. Okay. In addition to education, there's burial benefits, there's life insurance policies, there's home purchasing assistance that is all becoming available. And there'll be a lot of folks up there that can help you out to provide some information. It's free, the parking's free, and I encourage you to go on the link and pull up the flyer for additional details. Wakefield Town Day, I mentioned that already. Veterans Day is Monday, November 11. And that'll be in the Galvin Middle School auditorium. And that is the Hall of Honor, or the Memorial Auditorium in the Galvin Middle School. In September, I'll announce our guest speaker. And Reads Across America, mobile education. Do we have a date confirmed on that, Dan?
I haven't spoken to her in months. I can't get a hold of her.
Okay.
Her name is Tricia, if somebody wants to try. But she's on the road with that truck, so it's very hard to get a hold of her.
I know one of the contacts there that was at the Gold Star Wives Convention. I'll give her a call, see what's going on.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Joe, do you have anything?
I do not.
Miriam, anything else that's not on the agenda?
No.
Mark, I'll get to you, David. Mark?
I'm just sorry, I had to unmute. No, I have nothing to add.
Dan?
Do we have any open positions on the board?
Not at this time, but you can, if you know somebody, they can submit the application. I encourage them to do that. Any other questions, Dan?
No, that's it.
Okay, Rob?
Nope, I got nothing.
Okay, David?
The Americal flag that's been hung in the hallway at the Civic Health Center. Are we gonna do anything with that as far as this recognition, a 20-minute event or something? And a date and time?
Well, what about for MIA POW Day? I know we,
That's not bad. That's coming right up. It's yeah, we can do that. Let me look at my other calendar here. I keep getting my dates wrong here. Yeah, the 20th of September. That's a good idea, Paul.
you name the time.
We don't,
Yeah.
and we should get a POW flag up there in the pole with the Americal Division flag that's outside. I think maybe one or two left. I gave a lot of them to the DPW, and I'll see if they have any of the outside ones, the big ones they can hang with it for that day anyhow. That may require a town council vote too. I don't know. It's an idea, but the 20th sounds good, Paul. I'm going to put that on my calendar, and I'll be able to bring it up too at the coffee social on the 14th.
Yeah, just doing a quick check here. Hang on. So that is on Friday, September 20th, 2024.
Yes.
That-
6 o'clock in the evening, maybe.
POW MIA Recognition Day. I think you can work a time with the town administrator to find out what he wants to do.
Yeah, I can talk to Mr. McGrath too. He has the key to the place. There's usually functions happening there at
Yeah.
5 or 6 o'clock. So
Because I'm sure there's a custodial piece and all that other kind of stuff. We don't need to go into something special. I would just try to do it during normal duty hours there, during the day sometime.
Unveiling.
Yeah. But I think that's a good day to do that.
It would be inside in the Heritage Room, or
It's outside
actually
in the hall.
hallway.
yeah, because they have a lot of like pickleball that goes on till 11 o'clock at night.
It's right there in the hallway when you walk in. It's as soon as you walk in on the right-hand side, right in the middle of all the photographs over the fire control system.
Just I was worried about noise as far as somebody in the drill
So
hall.
they close the doors. They can close the doors. I believe. We'll see. I'll go over and take a look at it too before we decide on what we're doing.
Yeah, I think that would be a tremendous tribute and would bring the POW flag in there also. Great minds think alike. Any other questions or comments? Okay, I don't see our liaison, Counselor Dombrowski. I'll send him a note and keep him in the loop. And the next meeting that I see on the calendar is Tuesday, September 17. Rob, you better check me on that.
That is correct.
I'm sure you got it right.
Yeah, Joe confirmed it. I beat you to it, Rob. Okay, and that'll be via Zoom. Last call, it matters not anticipated for the agenda. We call them alibis in the United States Army. Okay, a quick motion to adjourn? Is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion.
Motion to adjourn.
I'm not supposed to vote, so you gotta be careful.
Is there a second to Mark's motion? Dan, second. All those in favor of adjourning the meeting? Rob, I can't see your hand. Rob?
There he is.
Okay.
He must be in the stage. He's in this.
Okay.
Is that dockside?
Hey, I want to thank everybody for joining tonight and get back to having fun and squeeze out those last rays of sunshine for the summer and
Will
have
do.
some fun. And we'll see you back in September. Roll up your sleeves and get ready to rock and roll.
You got it, pal. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a
There
good
he
day.
is.